Hello, my name is Marcia Hampton. I am the Assistant City Manager with the City of Douglasville. Welcome to this edition of Legislative Post. My guest today is Jennifer Bean, the Director of Conference Center Operations. Today we will talk about the second year of operations at our Douglasville Conference Center. We'll detail what a great year we've had and look forward to things ahead. So today, Jennifer, welcome. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
All right, so this is our second year. We're closing our second year. We've had a lot of changes since we opened last January. So I think today, if we want to talk about the food that we have now, change in the food. I know you've had a change in staffing, and we are looking forward to hosting a variety of events. So I know that your schedule is getting very busy. So let's talk today about the cuisine now that's being served at the Conference Center.
Yes, like you said, the second year has been wonderful. First year was great also, but second year is moving forward. In January, we have Proof of the Pudding come on board. So they're our exclusive caterer at the Conference Center. Their food is wonderful. They've been in business over 30 years in the Atlanta metro area. We have a chef on property, Chef Joe, who actually has been doing some cooking shows with City TV.
Great.
Cooking in the Kitchen with Chef Joe. So those have been going really, really well. We do have a full-time salesperson at the Conference Center that can help guests with their menus and pricing and basically their needs for their event, for their food and beverage. And then also they have a full staff that's there for each event, banquet servers, other cooks to help Chef Joe in the kitchen and move forward with the food and beverage for each event. So they've been wonderful. They're a great company and a great organization and a great group of people. So we're excited. That's
exciting to hear. And I know that in our first year of operations, we had some folks who tried Carroll Parks, really weren't satisfied. What would you tell them if they have not tried Proof of the Pudding? What would you tell them to convince them to try us again?
I think with Proof of the Pudding, having the background that they have, they're used to running venues. They've been in food and beverage in this area for several years, like I said, over 30 years. So they're used to providing the service at conference centers that we were looking for.
Right.
So, and I think with having the chef on property has made a huge difference because he's making the food right there. He's making it fresh and he's making it for each event. So I think that would make a big difference for everybody.
Great. That's very exciting. You mentioned that Proof has been in business for a very long time, and they're a very large company. If you can share with the audience so they can get an idea in the Metro Atlanta what type of presence Proof has, if just share with them some facilities that they operate out of.
Yeah, Proof of the Pudding, they're in the Carter Center, and they're also in the Gwinnett Center over in Gwinnett County where they do like the hockey games. They'll run the suites. They'll do all the food and beverage for all the suites there. And then they're also in some doing the football season where they're doing Jacksonville State University and also University of Georgia where they're running the food programs for the suites at the football stadiums.
That's very exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting.
That's very exciting. And I know we have a unique partnership with them with Jacksonville University. And if you can tell the audience a little bit about that.
Right. Since Jacksonville State University is so close to our venue, they're able to maybe do some of the catering and cooking out of our kitchen and transport it to Jacksonville State University, which is a great partnership between the two of us.
Yeah, definitely. And it gives us a level of exposure that we didn't have before.
Right.
So I think that proves that there are unique things to come for us here with the facility. And with that, another change is staffing. So what's changed in your staffing since we opened in January of last year?
Yes, we've added several staff members, so we're fully staffed to operate several events at one time. We can change rooms at just minutes. We can change a room, flip a room. We've added a sales coordinator to help with sales to go out there and promote the conference center to other areas besides Douglas County, Metro Atlanta, Paulding County, Cobb County. And so we've added 2 or 3 extra people to the staff that we already had to help us with events and sales.
Great. That's very exciting. Now, you know, one of the things you talk about sales, and I didn't mention this in the open, but I think we probably need to clear it up just a little bit for the audience. I know that there's still ongoing questions about the budget of the facility. Are we breaking even? Are we making money? And I know that you just participated in the first quarter budget report with the finance director. So if you can share again how we're doing financially.
Yeah, I believe the conference center is doing well. We're moving forward in our rental activities. Proof of the pudding. I think now that the word is out there, people know that they're at our facility. They know at the second year the food quality is excellent. So the sales are definitely moving forward, and I'm happy with it. And I feel like that it's going the way that it should be in increasing each month.
And I think it's good also to point out with the audience, because I sat in those budget meetings, that we are exceeding our revenue goals. And just to remind folks that it was never the intent that we would make enough revenue to cover that $1 million debt payment. That's not the intent, but the intent is to make certain that we're covering the costs that the hotel motel tax does not cover, and we're doing that. So we're very happy and excited to know that we are exceeding our goals at this point. Now, when you talk about sales, talk about some of the unique events that we have held at the facility so far, and then talk about what folks can look forward to.
Yeah, we've had some great events. The summer was a wonderful summer. We had over 9 weddings within 3 months.
Wow.
And our weddings averaged over the summer 250 to 300 people per wedding. So they were really, really nice events. Fall is looking wonderful. We have several conferences coming up. Standard Enzymes is one of our conferences that come every year. They'll be here in the fall. GAMA will be here in November. And then Illumilift, which is a local company, is bringing people into Georgia for a 2-day conference.
Wow.
Which is great. And then, of course, weddings, they still keep going in the fall. So we have several weddings. We had one this past weekend for 260 people, and then we have a couple more coming up, and even one at Christmas time. So the weddings are great. Christmas parties are coming in. We have some new companies in Douglas County.
Wow.
So Gordon Foods is having their Christmas party with us.
That's outstanding.
And then Sugar Foods, which is a company in Villa Rica, will be also having their Christmas party with us. So
that's great. Now, I know one partner that signed on early, a corporate company, U.S. Foods. Are they still hosting events at the facility?
Yes, U.S. Foods has their monthly sales meeting with us, where all their sales managers come in and they have their meeting and go over some new food ideas and new sales ideas, and they have it every month through December.
Wow, that's outstanding.
Yep.
Now, another event that we, or I should say local activities, I know we have Rotary Club. Do they still meet here?
Yes, Rotary meets every Monday for their luncheon around 11:30. They do.
So I think it's good to note for the public, especially the local folks, that there are local partners who are meeting with us, who have been with us from the beginning, and they're very satisfied. And I think that if they talked out to folks, that they would realize and recognize that we are really a great facility to meet in.
Yes, definitely.
Now, there is a local chamber that hosted their event last winter. Are they going to be back this winter?
Yes, that's Paulding County Chamber, and they'll host their annual banquet with us in January, and that is about 400-person event. So it's a pretty big event. They're bringing other people from other counties into our facility.
That's great.
Yeah.
So if you could look forward to the future, what's probably the furthest event that you have booked out? So you can tell people, just get them an idea of how far you book out.
I think our furthest event right now would be July of 2015. Now I did give a tour, a couple tours actually last week for 2016.
Wow.
For a couple weddings and even a conference coming in for 2016.
Wow.
So people book pretty far out. So for 2015, we have over 6 weddings already booked. We have 1 conference in January already booked, and we have 3 conferences in March already booked.
Great.
So spring, summer is looking great so far, and then hopefully fall will fill in after that. So
if there's a company out there looking to host their Christmas party this fall, what advice would you give them?
If you want to book your Christmas party, we need to go ahead and get it booked, especially if it's a weekend. We have just a little bit of weekend left, but weekday we are offering some specials for weekday. Catering's offering a special dessert, and then we're offering a rental special during the week. So, of course, weekends book the fastest.
Right.
So we do have a few spots left. We would love to host anybody that wants to have a Christmas party.
Great.
Wonderful.
Now, what about weddings for the spring and summer of next year? How's your availability looking for that?
It is getting full. Spring and summer will fill up first.
Gotcha.
So May, June, and April are already filling in. So, but we do have some spots left. So we would love to fill those in also.
Great. So brides who are looking and corporations who are looking, it's time to make the phone calls.
Yeah.
Great.
For 2015. Yeah, definitely.
So if there's anything that we didn't touch on, if you want to mention those things to the audience so they can know, and I'll just remind folks, it really is a great facility. It's always shocking to walk in the people in the community who have not visited the facility. I would definitely encourage them to do so. So anything that you would like to tell the audience?
I think, like you said, come see the facility, come to see what we offer. And we can have an event for 500 people, or we can have an event for 10 people. So we can host a meeting in our wonderful boardroom. Our ballroom can break down into separate ballrooms. So we can do 2 weddings at one time, where we have a wedding for 150 and then another wedding for 150. We do several events at one time. So it's multi-purpose. You can use it for several events and do several things at one time. So just come see it and check it out. And it's a beautiful facility.
Now, one group that we didn't really touch on that I'd like to before you close, I think people would be surprised how many churches that you rent to. So can you touch a little bit on that?
Yes, we do rent the facility on Sundays to churches. Right now we have 3 churches that use the facility on Sunday, and it's a great building. We have the parking deck next door, so it's it's parking for 300 spaces. So there's plenty of room for all the church services to come in and park, and then plenty of space. We set up the rooms with chairs, and we have podiums, so it is set up like a church service. So we do have a little bit of space right now available. So if anybody needs an area for a church service, let me know. So we do have an area left. So
now, are these churches meeting all simultaneously at the same time on Sunday? Are you able to accommodate that?
We are. We do have 2 that meet at the same time.
Wow.
Yep. And so far it's worked out well. So
wow, very good.
Yeah.
And you still have room available for anybody who's looking?
We do. We have 1 room available right now.
Okay.
Yep. That would be great. Yeah.
Well, it seems like despite any rumors or anything out on the street, yes, we had our bumps in the road for the first year, but it looks like those things are behind us, and we're looking forward to a very prosperous future. So I know my parting words would definitely be, like I said before, if you haven't seen the facility, come out. If you are enjoying the facility, keep coming.
Yes.
And we want to welcome you to continue to utilize our space, and just word that, as you said, that the word is getting out. The facility is being used more and more. So for those last minute people who put in their reservations at the last minute, they may want to call because the space is being taken out. All right. Well, Jennifer, it was great having you on the show.
Thank you.
I appreciate everything that you've been able to provide to us today. And again, please visit the Douglasville Conference Center. And Jennifer, if you'd like to provide some information where they can contact you as well as get information on the facility.
Yes, we have an excellent website. Visit Douglasville.com. And then also they can call our main desk, which is the 678-715-6094 number. And myself or my sales coordinator or another staff member will help them with reservations and pricing.
Great. Again, Jennifer, thank you. And again, I am Marcia Hampton, Assistant City Manager with the City of Douglasville. Thank you for joining me on this edition of Legislative Post.